All right, so the social media embargo has officially lifted on Superman, and we're gonna be just here, kind of covering some of the reviews, some of the reactions. These aren't full blown reviews, so don't think that everything that everybody is saying right here is their definitive opinion. But social media reactions are pretty big. Everybody just came out of, I believe it was the IMAX screening or a special IMAX screening, something like that. And we're gonna go here and we're gonna kind of read some of the reviews. But hey, listen, before we do that, real quick, let me just take 15 seconds of your time. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be doing videos just like this forever, for the rest of my life. No, but we're gonna be making movie news and movie reviews and movie reactions, all that good stuff every single day. So you don't want to miss any of that. Subscribe to the channel when you can right now. All right, so let's go ahead and look at some of these reviews. Keep in mind, you got to keep some of these, or you gotta. It's very late. Okay, it's very 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 late. It's 9:40. I'm usually in bed around this time. Take these with a grain of salt. Some of these people, obviously form your own opinion, right? But a lot of people could also still be very excited because they just saw Superman, 4 days early? I know I would be. I try not to take that into account, or I try to take that into account sometimes when I get to see movies a little bit earlier. Just be aware, okay? However, these are very exciting, and let's get right into it, okay? So let's switch over to my screen. That is not the screen that I wanted to see. Hold on. Whoa. Let's do this one more time. Rut-row. Hold on, guys. Superman reviews. Where in the hell are you? Oh, this is a terrible. Hold on, let me pause this. Okay, there we go. I got it up on my screen now. Sorry, guys. So, again, yeah, take this with a grain of salt. I just put in Superman reviews, Superman reactions on Twitter. So yeah, I'm not filtering any of these. I'm not going through just the positives. I'm not going through just the negatives. We're just gonna spend some time, read some of these reviews, okay? All right, here we go. So our first one's coming from Grace Randolph. This is the best Superman movie to date. When James Gunn gets out of the way and lets his work speak for himself, it's incredible. It's not perfect, but darn close, and made me a believer in Gunn's DC. Review embargo lifts today at 3 p.m. Eastern time, and plenty of more DC videos coming, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so that's one positive, all right? Let's just go back. We are actually so back, holy shit. Home of DCU. Okay, Chris Parker. Now, this is a YouTuber who, I fucking love. I fucking adore this guy, okay? Hey, Chris. Good job, man. Good job. Proud of you. All right. Superman left me with a big... Hold on, let me get the review up here. Superman left me with a giant, happy, dumb grin. David Cornsweet embodies Superman in such a perfect way. This is an actual comic book movie come to life. James Gunn's DCU feels extraordinary and makes me excited to see more of this world. I have my nitpicks. Others will too. Overall, I'm very happy. Okay, so this kind of sounds like a very grounded review, because he does say that he has nitpicks, and of course I feel like there are going to be a lot of nitpicks when it comes to this movie, because number one, James Gunn is the director, and how that goes and stuff like that. But also number two, there were a lot of fans of Henry Cavill and Zack Snyder's DC projects, so I can assume that there are going to be people that prefer that style, right? Because let's be honest here, the majority of people didn't like the Zack Snyder Superman iteration, but that's just the majority. There's still some people out there that like it, right? I'm not one of them, but there are still people that like that. Respect to them. But yeah, this is cool. I mean, all I really want to get out of this movie is this is water, by the way. This is not milk. This is water. Yeah, all I really want to get out of this movie is a good time and a good story, and it seems like from this review, that is what happened. Okay, let's try to find another review here. Superman made me believe a man can fly again. It can't be overstated. Cornsweet and Brosnahan are perfectly cast. Holt as Luthor is an all-timer that stands out above all previous iterations. All due respect to Superman 78. This is the greatest Superman movie of all time. 5 out of 5. This is just coming from a user here on Twitter. This is a video. Let's see.
Watching Superman, I want to get these guys' first thoughts right away.
This is the greatest movie ever. I cried 10 times. I laughed out loud. I clawed into John. This is like perfect. It's perfect.
It was action-packed. It was heartfelt. It was bright and colorful, but also pretty bone-crunching at times. It has everything you want and so much more.
I think it is the best Superman movie. It is not recency bias.
Wow.
I can say that calmly and confidently. This is undoubtedly my favorite Superman movie. I was moved to tears. I thought it was rousing, and David Cornsweet is going to be my Superman for sure.
Also, it's my favorite Lois Lane by far. That's a character I've always struggled with, and I just think that Rachel Brosnahan brought her to life in a way that was so relatable.
All right. Okay, so yeah, that kind of gives us a little peer into what people are liking. Rachel Brosnahan is fantastic casting, and yeah. So Real Rejects, if you don't know, I mean, they're pretty respected on YouTube as film connoisseurs. They're not, they're big nerds, right? And that's a compliment. Like, I'm a nerd, but they're big nerds, and like they take this stuff seriously. The fact that they can say that confidently and say it without recency bias, oh, that's a huge win, man. Please don't get offended. The word nerd is like a term of endearment now. You know what I mean? So yeah, here I kind of want to talk about this real quick. Let's read this. So this is not a review, by the way, but this is Sean Gunn on the MAGA backlash to Superman being called an immigrant. We love our immigrants. If you don't like that, then you're not American. People who say no to immigrants are against the American way. They're against what the American dream is all about. Yeah, so I agree without, getting too deep into it. That's cool that he said that, because yeah, it does make sense. Superman is so first of all, Superman is Canadian. Superman was created by a Canadian. So yeah, he's like technically Canadian. So that there's just like a flaw in people's argument that, like, whoever's arguing against this. All right, we're gonna keep it in the vein of the reviews here. Let's go back to the screen. Superman is everything I wanted it to be and a million things more. It is truly awe-inspiring, both as a DC fan who has longed to see this universe on screen in such a loving and unique way, and just as a hopeful person. The superhero myth is not the same after this, for the better. All right, cool. Sean Chandler also says, now he's also a YouTuber and a very respectable YouTuber as well. But yeah, Sean Chandler says, Superman was my most anticipated film of the year, and I left the theater with a smile on my face. It's possibly the most comic booky live action comic book film ever. What a sentence. It fully leans into the wacky sci-fi. It really feels like a comic book or Justice League Unlimited on screen. That is interesting, because Justice League Unlimited is one of those kind of gems of a cartoon series, right? Of an animated series. A lot of people my age, they grew up with, watching Justice League Unlimited and Justice League the animated series, Batman the animated series, Superman the animated series. And DC had a really cool universe in their animated lineup way back when, way before Marvel. I mean, Marvel had like a kind of a interconnected universe with their own cartoons and stuff, but really it was DC that was like the more popular thing, from my memory at least. It was the more popular universe at that time, until Marvel came in and kind of took it around. So yeah, I'm really glad that he's saying it's a comic book film, because granted, a lot of the comic book films, even the Marvel movies, right? The Marvel movies, they are comic book movies, but they do stray away from the comic books a lot. To kind of make it, for better or for worse. You never know if, like, who knows? What if in Avengers Endgame they pulled out Death, right? And you had to have Thanos kind of fall in love with the personification of death. Like, would that have worked on the big screen? So yeah, they take liberties and stuff, and they kind of change things to fit the big screen a little bit more. But the fact that, Sean Chandler here is saying that this is a very comic book film, That just says a lot depending on, you know, whether you like comic books or not. For instance, if you like Man of Steel, you might not enjoy this because Man of Steel and like The Dark Knight, they're a lot more grounded. This is definitely more sci-fi. We saw in the trailers that, you know, he's fighting a kaiju monster. He's fighting a huge monster. There's other superheroes. There's a Hawk Girl. There's what do you call it? He's a flying alien, for God's sake. You know what I mean? So yeah, it really just it depends on if you like more out there comic book fantastical kind of theme, kind of Superman. But yeah, it seems like he liked it a lot. Moving on here. That's not a, what do you call it? This dude's a good looking dude, man. Yeah. Okay, Neb. Superman is the best comic book of the year. Oh, wait, what? Oh yeah, he meant comic book movie. Superman is the best comic book movie of the year. James Gunn proves once again that he directs movies. David Cornsweet is Superman. I had a blast, and so will your entire family. That is awesome to hear. Let me take a sip of this water real quick. Comic book movie of the year. That is no slight statement, you know. Comic book movie of the year. We haven't even gotten Fantastic Four, so I wonder. But I feel like if I had to choose one, I feel like Superman's probably going to be better than Fantastic Four. Who knows? I haven't seen either of them yet, so we don't know. But yeah, for my first hunch, I kind of feel like Fantastic Four isn't going to be as good as Superman, just because I am a big James Gunn fan. So we'll see. But yeah, good to hear. People are very positive. I haven't seen one negative review yet. Not even one negative in any of these reviews or reactions, you know? So let's just keep on going. James Gunn absolutely nailed it with Superman, from the music and VFX to the camera work and the humor. He crafted the ideal, lighthearted, kid-friendly family film for the summer. Every character had standout moments, especially Crypto. That is awesome. Crypto, I'm very happy for that. Let's see. This is everything any Superman fan probably could ask for. Dumb, stupid grin on my face the entire time. A lot of people have been saying that. Have you guys noticed that? A lot of people have been saying like they had really dumb, stupid grins on their face the entire time. I hope I'm one of them, man. I love fucking having that stupid face on my face. Stupid smile on my face, and yeah. So David Cornsweet not only makes you believe, he's Superman, but devours as Clark Kent. And Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Dude makes Kendrick Lamar look like Merciful. Run, y'all. All right. So yeah, clearly, that's a good review. We're gonna read a couple more here. I don't know, I've taken a lot of your time, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comments of what you're seeing here. Does this make you more excited for the film? It definitely is making me. All right, here we go. Superman. Superman is a DC movie, clearly. Thrilling action, a score, directed by James Gunn, actors delivering performances, and a 3-act yeah. Okay, this is okay. I got sentled. I got NBA sentled. This is not a review. This is this fuck me. God damn it. Good one. This is good. I was like, okay, yeah, clearly. Clearly it's a DC movie. Yeah, that's very sarcastic. That's good. That's good. All right. Fair game. Okay, let's keep moving on here. A cinematic triumph. James Gunn. This is a DCU account, by the way, so take it with a grain of salt. James Gunn, Superman is his magnum opus, taking the iconic character of Superman to heights never seen before. The character work, the action, the romance, you name it. David Cornsweet seals his position as one of the greatest to ever do it. Along with an outstanding performance with Nicholas Hoult, Rachel Brosnahan shines, with Nathan Fillion giving one of the standout performances. I need to see him now. I'm in awe at the craft displayed by James Gunn. You just cannot afford to miss it. Bring on the DCU. Now, keep in mind, this is from a DCU news account, so, you know, but they also gave it a 10 out of 10. So, again, a positive review. Here's another DC account. Is Superman overcrowded? Nope. Superman stays front and center with every supporting character getting their moment to shine. It's the DC animated universe brought to life in the best way possible. That is so cool. I'm very glad he said that because yes. Okay, number one, there are a lot of characters in the film, and we did see a lot of characters in the trailers. A lot of people were talking about, is it going to be too overcrowded? Is this even a Superman film? Just because you have supporting characters on the side that are also superheroes, it doesn't mean it's an Avengers movie. It doesn't mean it's a huge ensemble movie. Sometimes supporting characters can be supporting characters. So the fact that he's saying that Superman stays front and center is fantastic. Yeah, the DC animated universe, man, I told you the DC animated universe was no joke. Like that was a fan favorite. Like a lot of people loved it, including me. I still remember a lot of the episodes. I haven't watched it in years, but I still remember a lot of the episodes that came out, and me having the DVDs and stuff, man. So yeah, I'm very glad that we're getting a lot of positive reviews. I'm gonna go two more reactions. If we don't get a negative in those 2 reactions, then so be it. These are not the reviews, by the way. These are just social media reactions. We can cover the reviews tomorrow, and if you don't want to miss those, remember what did I say? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Subscribe to the channel. We're doing new videos every single day. So let's talk some movies, okay? All right. Let's go here. This is just from another Twitter user. Superman is a triumph. David Cornsweet steals the show and makes the role completely his. Nicholas Hoult is unbelievable as Lex Luthor. Rachel is phenomenal, and the direction is stellar. Not sure about Chris Pratt as Batman or the Super Bat subplot, but all in all, 5 stars. Okay, yeah, clearly that was a joke, but yeah. If that's not a joke, dude, if that is not a joke, I'm going to be actually very mad. And I'm sorry that I showed you guys. But if that's not a joke, I'm going to be so pissed. Because, damn, why is Chris Pratt Batman? You know what? I could kind of see it. No, let's not even start. This is kind of funny. This isn't a review. I mean, it kind of is. But I just want to show you guys this. Comment down below if you understand this reference. All right, let's keep going. That he didn't say anything. Wong updates. That's trolling. Not that one. I really like Superman. It's beautiful, hopeful. Okay, so it really does just seem like. Okay, here we go. Eric Davis. James Gunn Superman is the perfect superhero movie and a terrific start for the new DC studios. It's bright, it's big, exciting, full of hope, and it never loses its sense of wonder. Watching it felt, oh my God. Okay, I'm not reading all this. DC is back is basically what he said. I'm not reading all that. But yeah, guys, so it seems like the positive reactions are overwhelming. Clearly, I'm very happy for that. Hey, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I have to go watch it, and I can't wait to see it this week. Oh, I'm so excited. So yeah, let me know, man. Let me know what you guys think about these reviews down below. If you guys have seen any negatives, let me know down below in the comment section too. I want to read all of the negatives. I want to read all the positives. Once again, thank you guys so much for listening. We do movie reviews, movie news. What is my outro? I don't even understand. Anyway, we do new videos every single day. So if you want to join the conversation, you want to talk about movies, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you in the next video. All right, people. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later.